creative at the end. They choose not to. Partee to Finley. 6, 5, 4. Over to Partee for the tie. We're going to overtime. We are going to overtime. Tyler Partee. What an unbelievable shot at the buzzer.
Hey guys, this is Jason Queen. Welcome to week 2 of Ledford Live. This week we are turning the reins over quite a bit to our students here at the school. So they will be hosting the show for the most part and interviewing coaches and players around the school. Hope you enjoy it. This is certainly a work in progress, and it's extremely excited about what they are able to accomplish.
Hello Panthers, this is Mr. Myers. He's the head coach for the girls tennis team here at Ledford High School. And we're just here to ask him a few questions about this coming season. So what adjustments have you made coming off of COVID season?
Well, the girls just played the very last season we had, and then they turn around and play again in the fall. So we're trying to not burn them out, but at the same time we're trying to keep them fresh for the season. So, we just have to maintain our grit, our fight, and stay 6 feet apart.
That's good. Hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, I hope so.
Is there any key players you have this year that you really hope they're going to make a great impact and hold like that leadership?
Yeah, absolutely. So our seniors are the heart of the tennis team. Last year we graduated 10 seniors out of about 30. So we have a lot of room for leadership this year, and so I'm seeing some key players step up. We'll find out today. We got a match today, so we're going to really see who steps up and comes through for us.
Awesome. Good luck today.
Thank you.
And what are you looking forward to most?
I just enjoy hanging out with them, getting to know them. You get to see kids outside of the school classroom. You get to see a different side of them, and really they come out of their shell. And we love developing relationships with the players and seeing them develop relationships with some other girls that they may never talk to outside of class. So seeing those relationships that might be forced in the beginning blossom into friendships, that's what it's all about for us.
That's great, that's great. Well, that's Mr. Myers right here.
I'm here with Miss Palmer, head coach of the volleyball team here at Ledford. So you had a game yesterday against Providence Grove.
We did.
And y'all lost.
We sure did.
Okay, so how did not having practice the week before, how did that impact you guys?
Yeah, I think it impacted us a lot. Our JV team did really well. They were managed it great. A lot of those girls played travel ball, and they work hard outside of practice. So, and the competition level's not usually as strong at the JV level. So they had a pretty good match. But the varsity team, we had only had the one scrimmage at Wheatmore. And then we had all these things that we wanted to work on last week that I had seen in the scrimmage. And then, of course, we were unable to practice last week due to COVID quarantine. So we were I told the players, it's kind of like we were trying to build the airplane while it was in the air, while we were flying it. We were trying to look at different lineups, and because without practice, we really hadn't even figured out what our best rotation was, what our best lineup was, what our best serving order should be. So we were playing around with all those things yesterday, and of course when you change your lineup in volleyball, the chemistry, it messes with the chemistry. The girls don't know where they're going as much, but it was still a competitive match. We only lost our first set by 3 points, our second set was only by 2 points, and then of course our third set was also, we only lost by 2 points. And that second set went all the way to 29-27. So, it was competitive. So, not having a week of practice, it wasn't great, certainly, but it could have been a lot worse. The girls really tried, and they did the things I asked them to do. So, that's all I can hope for as the coach.
Okay, and what are some weaknesses you saw in yesterday's game that you can work on?
Well, one of our huge weaknesses yesterday was serving. We had way too many service errors, and when you serve the ball in the net or out of bounds, you're just handing the team another point. So we handed them about 10 or 11 points yesterday, and that's really the difference in the entire match. And we had some defensive issues yesterday. We had some holes in our defense that we've really got to work on at practice today.
Okay, and so what are some strengths you saw in yesterday's game that you want
Yeah,
to
some
build upon?
strengths that we want to build upon. I mean, we have some strong hitting that's going to surface in the middle. Our serve receive wasn't too bad yesterday. We have some hitters that I think can be really strong hitters and blockers by the end of the season. And I think we've got some really good servers once we work those service errors out of our system.
What is your favorite sports memory? Definitely the Oak Grove game my sophomore year, but for more detail, probably the interception in the fourth quarter.
Who is your biggest inspiration?
Definitely my grandmother. She always taught me to persevere and always keep my head up, and so that just sticks by.
Who is your favorite Marvel character?
Definitely Thor. I'm not a big Marvels guy, but definitely Thor.
Who is your favorite player in your respected sport?
I'd have to say Jalen Ramsey. He plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he talks trash a little bit, so he's entertaining.
What are your goals for the season?
Well, for starters, win the first game, and then go on to hopefully go undefeated in conference or win conference, and then just make a push as deep as we can in the playoffs.
Hi, I'm Walker Bethune, and I'm here with Coach Doby of the football team. They were 4-3 last year overall, and 3-3 in conference, came in 5th. How are you feeling about this year?
Well, we're looking forward to this year because it's not an abbreviated season. It's more of a full season. We got the feel of being back, playing during normal football times. The fall is a great time of year. The boys of fall, as they say. So we're excited about it.
Yes, sir. How do you feel being the new head coach at Ledford?
Well, I feel like there's excitement generated from there. I've been around the program for a long time. Look forward to leading these guys into battle, and hopefully we'll put on a good show for the fans and the community, and players will perform and execute so we can become respected around the county and in the conference.
Yes, sir. Is there any star players we need to watch out for this year?
Well, I keep asking for the guys to step up. Who's going to shine, be a shining star? We've got some guys with experience returning. I think a couple seniors that come to mind. Owen Finley's a senior. Nick Morgan's a senior. We're going to expect a lot out of them. Corey Cranford up front, and A.J. Walls on the defensive line. We've got some guys named Chris Buckman and Gabe Cassida and some fellas that are up front on the offensive line. But we've got a good core returning with experience. We've got some other guys with JV experience, limited varsity experience that we're going to expect to step up.
Is there any young guys that you think are really going to make a difference this year during the football games?
Well, we're hoping there's some young guys that step up. We're going to have to wait and see. We've got some sophomores that are playing up on the varsity level this year. Alex Sanford. We've got Big X, and we've got McCurdy up front on defensive line. So we've got some guys that we need to step up. Nate Carr is obviously returning. He was a sophomore starter for us.
Yes, sir.
Playing at quarterback, he's going to be a key cog. So we want to protect him and let him do his thing.
All right, we're looking for this game on Friday.
Yeah, we're excited.
Go Panthers!
Go Panthers. Rock on.
All right.